County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need.
Heartbreaking request from a woman in distress.
What you gonna do, crybaby?
With alligator
I'll wear alligator alcatraz merch if I want to.
These two clips perfectly encapsulate this wily coyote wall we keep running full steam face first into.
Hey there my people, welcome back to the channel. I do hope that from wherever you all are watching this from, you are doing alright, and hopefully God has protected you and preserved you very well. Thank you to all of you that continuously support me on here, those that engage, my members. A big shout out to you as well for supporting this channel. As always, we have another interesting episode to look at even today. Today is an instant karma to one of the Maganites that took it upon herself to mock everybody else in their time of agony. And unfortunately, it didn't even take days for her to be captured on the media, on the news. Yeah, wailing and crying and begging for help, because it is now time for her to realize that she is the outcast out of the family, the Maga family, right? And her people are outcasts. This is not a happy video, but it is a fearful video. Let me know what you think about this as we watch these responses and stitches. We'll come back and talk about them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video, and let us spread awareness. Hopefully one of them will learn through some of these things, reflect on their lives, and have a bit of empathy. Let's not forget, some of them say empathy is a weakness.
This is crazy. I know we're not Kirk County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need. We are a older community. A lot of our people don't have insurance. They don't have money. Kind of a forgotten community for Travis County. We're unincorporated. We are their unwanted stepchildren out here, unfortunately. We had no warning. Nobody notified us. 2:30 in the morning, people that could get out came to this parking lot. Nobody was here. No firefighters, no police, nobody. We did not see Travis County sheriffs until 10 o'clock the next morning, who were rolling through and saying, you all need to evacuate. I opened a TikTok page, walking through H-E-B, buying non-perishable groceries, saying, we need help. Get me the media. Get me some official. Get me water. Get me anything we need, please. We have nothing. And I'm just trying to do whatever I can. I've had people stop me this morning and say, here's some more water, take it with you. Here's some more food, take it with you. Like, this is what we do out here as a community. But for God's sakes, Travis County, help us. Don't treat us like we're nothing out here, because we're not. We're human beings. We pay taxes out here. Don't treat us like this. This is crazy. I know we're not Kirk County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need.
Heartbreaking request from a woman in distress.
What you gonna do, crybaby?
With alligator
I'll wear alligator alcatraz merch if I want to.
These two clips perfectly encapsulate this wily coyote wall we keep running full steam face first into. How the do we force these people to find human empathy before things happen to them specifically? These are the same people that will callously invoke God's wrath for smiting the wicked in California with wildfires, who will then turn around and clutch their pearls aghast that you point out the hypocrisy in that thought process when it comes to them. Sorry. Same people that we beg to walk a mile in other people's shoes look at us with confusion as we can't muster up sympathy for them as they've mocked others in need. So if anybody has a good idea how to force people to care about other people, I'm all ears and out of ideas.
This is crazy. I know we're not Kirk County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need.
But hey, you got your no tax on tips.
My medication, it runs $20,000 a month without insurance. I make $800 a month. Oh, that would kill millions of people in this country if they lose their health care.
But hey, you got your no tax on overtime.
We were there as workers covered the emergency room signs at Midcoast Medical Center in Trinity, Texas. The sight of medical workers leaving for the last time, signaling this is one of the latest rural hospitals to shut its doors.
I think how sad it is.
Marjorie Polvino runs the hospital board.
It has a huge impact on the committee. We will lose lives. 400 people a month come here.
You wanted this country ran like a business, right? Here you have it. I know what you're asking. The answer is yes. That is exactly who they voted for.
But hell, we're human beings. Help us.
I agree with you. You need help. I absolutely need help there. But I do have a question for you. See where I come from? Kindness isn't shown where kindness isn't given. But I'm gonna give you the benefit of a doubt. I'm not gonna be kind because honestly, that's who you are. That last video is who you are. But the kids there didn't deserve what you've imposed before, okay? The kids never deserved any of this shit. And I'm a decent human being and I actually feel bad for you despite you being the way you are. I don't think politics should even be involved in this. I think as a community or people, just human beings should be helping each other, basically. But you cheering on a fucking concentration camp that got flooded? I hope God forgives. I truly do.
What you gonna do, crybaby? With alligator
Alcatraz,
honestly
if
can't
I
say on
want
this
to.
app what I
And
would
what
give
you
you.
gonna do, baby? I'm gonna tell you F.A. and F.O.
march
Okay?
for a concentration
So you
camp.
have the day you deserve.
So you see how that lady is composing herself when others are going to be losing things. Very inhumane, very unmindful, not very demure. But let's see how her energy is when something finally affects her.
This is crazy. I know we're not Kirk County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need. We are a older community. A lot of our people don't have insurance. They don't have money. Kind of a forgotten community for Travis County. We're unincorporated. We are their unwanted stepchildren out here, unfortunately.
As stated before, I never want anything to happen to kids or children, but to people like her that have the nastiest say when it's anyone else, but wants the most sympathy and wants help for themselves when it finally hits and affects them, nah, fuck that, bro. You need to keep that same energy. You were laughing at people wanting to buy an alligator alcatraz shirts, so it's cool and funny when it's someone else. But when shit hits the fan with you, you want sympathy, you want help. Where is everybody? No one cares about us. Now you know how it feels to be a minority, eh?
So if anybody has a good idea how to force people to care about other people,
they have to suffer. It's always been funny to me Christians never got the Bible Belt and Tornado Alley are in the same place. The lessons are here.
I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio, but hell, we're human beings. Help us.
So you need to go watch her videos. Texas Proud Patriot 62 is her TikTok handle, and most of her videos are mocking liberals for calling out the government for taking away social services from people in need. So her voice is not the one to amplify on this subject matter. Thanks!
I cross or something negative, keep it to yourself, scroll on.
For context, that is this woman who we've all seen in a video going around where she is begging her local government for help because her and her community have been quote unquote forgotten in the Texas floods. And if you take 10 seconds on her page, you will see that besides since July 4th, her videos are all extremely hateful duets with people here on TikTok who are feeling the pain and the fear of President Trump's policies. And she spends her time making fun of them, has zero empathy, but yet wants us all to have empathy for her and her community. And I wanted to talk about this because of the video I made yesterday, calling out liberal states and how much hate and how much lack of empathy I got here in Florida during the hurricane season, and you know, fighting back against letting your heart become so hardened, because there are so many people, for example, in Texas that voted for Kamala Harris, right? There's the same amount of people that voted for Donald Trump that are in Texas, that are in California. And it's, she is a perfect example of why it is so hard to hold on to that sense of empathy for everyone, because she, in every way that I can think of, she doesn't deserve it. She does not deserve my empathy, or my tax dollars. But I'm a better person than her. And a lot of you watching are a much better person than her. And part of what makes us better than her is our ability to have empathy for others. And we cannot lose that. And I know that even though she's calling out her own governor, saying that they've been forgotten yet again, and she's on TV bawling her eyes out, begging for help, saying we're human beings, we pay taxes out here. I know that even though she is a part of a horrible tragedy going on right now, it is not going to change her way of thinking. But I wanted to share this exact screenshot on the off chance that you are watching this video. Pay attention to the words. We're human beings. People here that are immigrants, whether they have the right documentation or not, are saying the same thing. They're begging, they're crying the same fucking words. We're human beings. We pay taxes here. Because whether you want to believe it or not, immigrants, whether they are documented or undocumented, are paying taxes. They're paying into the system that's going to give you the supplies you are so desperately begging for. But yet they're not going to get any of the benefit. And they still do it because they want to be here and they want to have a better life for themselves and their family. And all you have time to do is sit on the internet and make fun of people who have empathy, who are better human beings than you. And I didn't see your comments, but I can guess that they are a lot like comments that I have gotten from people that didn't know me and assumed because I lived in Florida that I voted just like you. And I have also lost a child. And I'm so very sorry for your loss. And I know that it had to hurt you so deeply when people came after the cross around your neck, knowing now that they hold your daughter's ashes. That being said, you need to understand that they weren't attacking your daughter. They weren't attacking your daughter's ashes. They were coming after the hypocrisy of wearing a cross, right? It's the cross shape that is the problem, the cross of what it represents and the values and the beliefs it represents that you are not modeling in your life. And it is so hard when you end all of these videos saying, have the day you deserve, for me not to say, yeah, and you're having the day you deserve. Those children, those teenagers, those adults that I have no idea whether or not they chose the defunding of the weather service, if they chose to vote for the Republican Party that has had control over your state for what, decade after decade after decade, they did not deserve to die the way they did. But when you hear that your state and those areas have been asking your state government that is run by Republicans for flood sirens for years and they have been denying it, they're not there to help you. You even said it yourself. They've forgotten you. And I guarantee you FEMA's not going to come either. Honestly, you would do best to just delete all of your videos at this point.
The man Schittler or Elon Musk say that empathy is a weakness. Yeah, so it's not good to have it. Until when his pockets started getting hit, when Teslas, were literally not being bought and people were destroying his businesses. He lost quite a lot, and he is still losing, unfortunately, even if he's trying to form a political party to be a political rival to Trump. Thing is, he is still losing. Any amount of money that you lose, as long as you're losing, it is money. Something that happened to the mama right here. She took it upon herself to say she will gladly, proudly wear, the merchandise from alligator, alcatraz, knowing very well that the people that are going to be there, they are not going to be served bread, and it's not going to be a place of praise and worship, right? Yeah, knowing very well that the conditions these people are going to be subjected to are not the best. But in her mind, she has already prejudged that these people deserve it. Why? Because they are criminals, yeah? She is very forgetful of her history, right? Because how did she get over here? Her people did not end up in this country the legal way. They came, stole, plundered, and committed all the atrocities, right? And when they subdued the people of that land, they took the land and called it their own. And crazy thing, the same people that are supposed to be the owners of this land, those are the people that she's calling, criminals. Because guess what? And guess who told her so? Daddy, Trump. And now, in times when catastrophe hits, nobody's excited about these things that are happening to kids that never even voted, right? In fact, people feel for the children and for the people that are losing. However, people are using this very moment to be an educational time as well. For the people that think that politics has nothing to do with what is happening. Politics, for the most part, dictates how we live and the things that happen to us. And we were clearly able to see that happening to her life. She was crying, and in her county, looks like, yeah, she said they are the bastards. For goodness' sake, they are humans. Oh, now all of a sudden they have emotions too. Yeah, and they need empathy and sympathy, which are weaknesses. Yeah, they never have that for everybody else. They don't have that, but they want the world to have it for them, yeah? The same people that were supposed to be serving them, they abandoned them. Yeah, their daddy went golfing, unfortunately. And she is right here reminding them that they are also humans. But who put these people in office, right? I thought they would prioritize you, but they are not, right? And then you're crying after saying all the things that you said, yeah, about the immigrants and about everybody else that was actually speaking out of concern. The big beautiful bill and its impacts. Probably you have not started feeling it, but it is coming. And to be honest, she looks old. Yeah. One of the people that she was mocking, she was actually an older person. And she was talking about how they are able-bodied. They should sit, stand up, get off their A's, and go start working. And how did she feel when all of this got applied to her? I think this is a time for most of these people to learn. Not the hard way, but the most beautiful way. Why? Because God sees that whoever they say they are, that's not who they are. Behind the so-called, we are children of God, are bitter, hatred-filled people. People that are just so full of themselves, that are selfish. They don't care about anybody else. Literally going against the same very values they claim to believe and cherish so much. So when all of this situation is happening, I just want to tell people, don't be even don't even do too much, okay? Just watch. Watch while God will bring them down, will expose their hypocrisy, right? I wish she knew better, and I wish she did better. But some of these people are committed to always buying into ignorance, not educating themselves, even when, the answers are in plain sight. They can still fail the exam, unfortunately, right? So this is time for them to learn, if at all they are open to learning, because most of them are always not open to learning. This is like a cult. So they follow blindly, and even the person that is leading them is blind. Tell me the end results of this, which is exactly what she is going through right now. I want you guys to let me know what you all think. Because trust me, God will not take any time to teach these ones. Their lessons are not going to come out of the Bible because they pretend to know it so well. So there's a way the Most High has to teach these people practically. Because most of the things they are doing, they're not theoretical. They're very practical. The pain, the frustration, the stress, the families that are being torn apart, the people that are passing out in custody, yeah, the people that are passing because they don't have medication anymore, those that are literally saying, they are Christians, but then they are confiscating their Bibles, yeah, they're putting all these people through these things, yeah, and God has to serve it to them, okay, the way it is supposed to be served to them. And we are not excited, but this is not humans against you. Feels like the Most High is waging war. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I think from me for today, that's it. I do love all of you, and I'll definitely see you in another amazing video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay safe out there. My people, I am praying for you, those of you that have suffered loss, the children that are still being, sold. I am told that there is also black people that they are still looking for. We pray that the Most High does his best to us and helps out, because truthfully, the administration is not going to do so much. Just like she realized that the administration is not going to do anything, so she literally had to come and cry to the public. I'll see you in another amazing video. Until then, my name is Gracie. Bye, y'all.